Alright, welcome back to our Team Fortress 1 single-player playthrough. I don't get it. We just beat Episode 3, as you can see there, but now it's saying we didn't beat Episode 2 or 1? I honestly don't know why it's doing this. I mean, you saw me beat this episode and this episode. We got all 3 runes at this point, out of 4, but it's only saying we have, it's only saying we have 1. I don't get it. I mean, despite that, I'm still going to play through Episode 4 and beat that, and if it still gives us problems, again, you watched me play this one, and this one, and this one, you're about to watch me play through this one. I'm just going to beat it and then go down there, even if I have to no-clip down there. I mean, I'm going to play the game legitimately, even if the game won't let me. I don't know, I mean, is this a problem with Dark Places, or the Team Fortress mod? I mean, maybe it's because of Team Fortress, I don't know, but anyway. So yeah, like I said, we're about to start the 4th episode, and they're giving us another opportunity to choose our class, so for this last leg of the playthrough, I figured I'd play as what is arguably the most iconic class of Team Fortress, the Heavy Weapons Guy. With his 150 red armor, with his completely ridiculous, super powerful, super special grenades, with lob explosives everywhere, and of course with his most iconic weapon, the assault cannon. Now, there are some important differences between the assault cannon in this version of the game and between this one and Team Fortress 2 or even Team Fortress Classic. For one thing, you have to be standing perfectly still in order to shoot it. You can't move and shoot at the same time. If you try to move and shoot at the same time, here's what happens. That's one thing to keep in mind. You have to be just planted firmly on the ground. That means you can't fire in midair, you can't fire while you're underwater. If anything so much as nudges you slightly while you're firing, that's going to stop it from firing. So, something to keep in mind. Also something to keep in mind, you'll notice on the bottom right-hand side of the screen it says, it uses shells, but it also uses cells. Cells as in, the thing that powers the flamethrower. As long as the barrels are spinning, all of that was just chewing up cell ammo. So you have to have cells in order to power this thing. So if you were thinking that this would maybe be a cakewalk, just run through Episode 4, just blasting everything in sight with this thing. Well, again, we have to make sure we can find cells, which are kind of hard to find, actually. And again, we have to be standing perfectly still, so this isn't just going to be a Rambo playthrough. We're going to have to use this thing fairly carefully and fairly strategically. Of course, also, you probably know, if you've played Team Fortress before, that the Heavy is perhaps the slowest class in the game. He's not that fast. We can do a little bit of strafe movement to make him go a little bit faster, but yeah, he's not going to be the speediest type of class. And yeah, if we run out of cells, then at least we do have these 2 weapons. We have the single-barreled and double-barreled shotgun, and lots of ammo for it. I think we had like 150 when we started this. So, plenty of shotgun ammo to use, and of course we have an axe, but... So I guess the bottom line here... Oh, and also, he has red armor, which is great, but red armor is not that easy to find. If he runs out of his red armor, he'll have to resort to using the lesser armor types, so... I guess the bottom line is, despite all of his power, I still think it's going to be fairly challenging playing through this episode with the Heavy Weapons Guy, but I still think it'll be fun just mowing people down with this thing. But again, we're going to have to just be careful when we use it, so... Anyway, so that's the Heavy for you. I'm going to go ahead and hop in here. 4th episode, the Elder World. And we'll just see how we do. I think it'll be pretty good. I think we'll be able to handle it. We just got to make sure we keep our armor intact. We got to use this thing carefully. And otherwise, I think we're going to whoop this episode's ass. So, alright, here we go. Episode 4 of Quake, playing as the Heavy from Team Fortress. And as we do, here's the very first level. The military base before we actually enter the dimension that we're going to. And I'll show you just how powerful this thing is. Alright, let me hop up here. Well, at least these guys drop cells, so we have that. Did that. I'll just go find you. So this is an interesting military level. You have to go underwater here. Let's see. We'll go up here first. And again, it's... Oh, well, there you go. We just ran out of cells. Well, we have a couple now. And now we're out of red armor, so that's another thing. Okay, now I'm gonna have to switch over to something a little bit more maneuverable. So we're running out of health. Again, if you just run around like Rambo and try to just, you know, destroy everything, it's not that easy. There's some health down there. I might just go grab that real quick. Man, he really is slow. I can really feel it. It's a little ridiculous. Well, I think we still have cells for this. I mean, we wouldn't be able to select it if we didn't have cells, so I think we can still use it. At least we have 100% health now. Here's our gold key. Alright. Hang on. Gotta still survive this. Is there another one around here? Oh, there you are. Man, they're everywhere. Well, give me all those cells. I need them. Did some drop down here? Yes. Alright, perfect. We're running out of shells for this thing, too. I mean, again, there's lots of stuff to manage. Cells, shotgun ammo. Oh, what about quad damage plus this thing? That'd be amazing. So, how this thing basically works, it seems to be firing single-barreled shotgun shots just rapidly. That's basically what we're seeing here. Alright, I've opened the floodgates. So now we can go in here. Let's go in here first. Again, we have to get up here in order to fire this thing. I don't think we can use nails, but for some reason we can still pick them up. Out of my way. What does that do? Ah, little secret. Alright. Where'd that go? Ah, here we are. Grab some extra ammo. Now we can go down here. Whoops. I have my swimming keys set to the page up and down keys. Well, except for the swim down. I have that as C. Not that it really matters. Screw you guys. Alright. I'm just gonna leave the rest of them down there. Why not? So there you go. There's a pretty good example of how this assault cannon works. I mean, we were using it pretty much the whole time, and we still got our ass kicked, so, again, we just gotta be careful with it. Let's have to make use of this sometimes, and I also never got to use my grenades, but don't worry, we will definitely be using those crazy powerful grenades. Alright, here we go. That's the end of that level. Episode 4, Level 1, as the Heavy. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're going to keep going on with the Heavy in Episode 4, so we'll see how he does for the rest of the levels, now that we're going to fight ogres and shamblers and whatnot, so we'll see how he fares. Alright, later.